is going to be another to buy or not to buy video, and you guys know I'm really excited about doing this series. I love to do mini reviews for you guys, and there's lots of random things that we're going to talk about today, so let's begin. Number one on my list is this guy. Now this is an extender. Now what is an extender? I did not know this until a few weeks ago. So I've been struggling with my Wi-Fi connection in this house because you guys have seen the house and it's a really like long, you know, large house, and the Wi-Fi is at one end of the house, which is my parents' room behind me, and then it doesn't extend further and further. And it used to, but I guess as the modem gets older or the router gets older, things kind of get worse and worse, and I've been struggling to get a good connection outside. And I was just talking to a friend of mine and she said, why don't you get an extender? And I was like, what is that? And I made umpteen complaints to like Hathway about it and all of that, and it tried to change the router multiple times, but it didn't really help. This guy really helped. So it's just a basic little plug-in like this, and all you gotta do is plug this in, sync it to your router, and it extends your Wi-Fi connection. Now maybe I've been living under a rock and I did not know this, but I did not know this, and I was quite amazed by the results. So I have to say, to buy. Up next, we have the Matrix BIOLARGE Advanced Scalp Pure Zinc Pyrithione. I hope I'm saying it right. I don't know. Shampoo. It's an anti-dandruff shampoo. Now, I'm a huge fan of BIOLARGE products normally, and I love the one with the yellow cap. I use that a lot normally, and that really works well for me. And the traffic is insane today. I don't know, can you hear this? It's like a symphony of horns. Oh, sorry, I can't do anything about this. It's like I'm on the road. I feel like I'm at a junction and shooting at a junction right now. But okay, coming back to the shampoo. You know, normally, as I said, I'm a big fan of BIOLARGE products and they really work well for my hair. This, however, sadly did nothing. It actually made my dandruff worse, if that's possible. Like, my hair was flakier than I started with, and I mean, you guys know I have a big dandruff problem, and I always say, yeah, I'm a big flake and I've got lots of flakes in my head, but this just didn't work for me. I don't know whether they didn't agree with me or what the issue was, and normally their shampoos really agree with me, so I was really excited to see this. I don't know if it's a new launch or an old launch. I just came across and I thought, oh, okay, let me try this, but it was very drying and my scalp became really flaky. So sadly, I'm gonna have to say not to buy. Up next, we have two products. They look the same, don't they? But they are not the same. Do not be fooled. This is the one you are not supposed to buy. This is the Uni Jetstream 101. Now, you know, these guys look the same. I know I've spoken about this one in my favorites videos a lot, and you guys see it in like my Snapchat posts and things like that. A lot of people ask me, what is the pen you use? What is the pen you use? This is the one I use, which is the PENTEL ENERGEL 07. Okay, now this pen is really thick and it writes really well, and I use this for my daily planner and all of that every day. This guy is exactly the same looking, pretty much. You can easily think this is the one you want, but this is much thinner and not as bold as this one. So not to buy the Uni Jetstream 101, to buy the PENTEL ENERGEL. This is my favorite pen, like my all-time favorite pen. If you want an everyday pen, get this. Up next, we're gonna talk about some cactus and some succulents that I bought. Now, you know, everywhere you've been seeing this really cool cactus plants and succulents, and everybody has their own little mini succulent garden, and I have mine as well. Like, these two are by my bedside. In our house. I actually brought them here for this video. They're like my little babies, and I've been like transporting them very gently today and take them back to my bedside today. But these are amazing. Now I have to tell you guys, I bought these over, I think, what, 2 months ago from this site, and I was pretty amazed. I found them on the internet. I didn't know how they would arrive because they were couriered in a box. Like, they were actually couriered like this in a box, and with the pots and everything. And I thought they were really well priced, and initially I thought they wouldn't survive. Like, I was like, okay, they're gonna die in a bit, but they are blooming. And this is all my husband's work. Honestly, he's the green thumb in the family, and he gives them the sun and water that they need. Our little 2 children, actually we have many, we have over 100 plants, and Web waters them all, make sure they have sun, make sure they have fertilizer. So yeah, these are the little ones by my bedside. But I'm really amazed, and I would say if you're looking for some nice succulents or cactus like this, something unique, something small for your bedside, check these guys out, and definitely to buy. How cute are these? Just look at them. This one is a little flower. Okay, now the next product I'm going to talk about for me is like a life-changing product, I have to say. It's my AirPods. Now, you know, a lot of you asked me why my AirPods weren't in my last favorites video, and this is why, because I was saving it for this one. Because I mentioned my older headphones that I was using, the Bluetooth headphones, and I was really struggling with those earlier when I was running with them, and I didn't quite like them. And I love these. So they come in this little dubby like this. It's a little box, and this box actually charges the AirPods as, you know, they're in the box. So you can see that there's a green light on the inside that shows that the AirPods are charged. And every time you open the box, if it's synced to like your phone and stuff like that, it will tell you how much battery the box has and how much battery your AirPods have. And these are amazing. You know, I heard some really stupid things like, oh, they fall out and things like that. And before the marathon, people were like, oh, make sure you tape them. And I got all these ridiculous messages. But I ran with these and it was the best run ever. Like my Apple Watch in this is the best running combination for me now. It is so light. And the best part about these is that, you know, it syncs all your Apple devices. So with other Bluetooth headphones or earphones, what you have to do is you got to disconnect from one device and connect to the other, and it doesn't all sync. Like this works on everything. So my MacBook, my watch, my phone, everything is synced, and, you know, I answer my calls, I listen to music, I go for a run, and I always have these in my handbag. It's so convenient to carry. And what I love is because the box charges them, you never really forget to charge them, because I usually keep the box charged and then these are always charged. You're never running out of charge, which I think the concept is amazing, and I just love these. Look at how tiny this is. I mean, like, I can't explain to you if you're someone who's like a technology geek and if you love, like, you know, music, or you're multitasking with a lot of stuff, and if you're an Apple geek, you have to get these. You just have to. Definitely to buy. Okay, now the next thing we're going to talk about is it's an actual store online. It's one of these online stores, and it's this so-called designer called Tanya Kanpal that I came across because one of you subscribers sent me a picture from their Instagram page and their Facebook, which was my wedding outfit, which was made by Gupta, and this person was actually making replicas, like cheaper replicas of the same outfit, and like not giving the designer any credit or anything of that sort. Now, I know this is a massive issue across the board, and yesterday I was very vocal about it on my Instagram and my Snapchat, and I was really angry about this because I genuinely feel that this should not be happening, and that when there's stores like this, people should not be buying from them, and they should not be allowed to make a business out of someone else's business. Now, let me explain why I feel that. So with designers, what happens is, you know, it takes them many years to get to where they are, and they kind of have to build that following for people to really like their clothes and things like that. It's similar to any other profession where you're building an audience like this, where initially it's taken me a while to get to where I am right now. And if someone were to take my videos and put them up and say these are my videos, would that not be wrong? That would be wrong, right? So it's the same thing here, which is what I feel. There's this whole replica market, or, you know, imitation market, which I feel like is so wrong, because it's unfair to the designer. Yes, their designer outfits are much more expensive and a lot of people can't afford them, but the beauty about designing stuff is that you can design stuff at any budget. Now, I may have had my wedding outfit done with Gupta, but I have numerous Indian outfits that are non-designer and that are just random. At we go to the like border store and we pick up borders and we put things together, or they're just by smaller designers that have designed them themselves, and they're not copies of a bigger designer, and they're quite exquisite in themselves. Of course, they may not be the same thing, and yes, my wedding outfit was one of a kind. It's probably the best thing I've ever worn in my life and will ever wear, and I don't think anyone can outdo what Gaurav did, which is why I'm so passionate about it, because he worked really hard on it. And we kind of worked together to get something that we really wanted, and it really angered me to see this. And there have been numerous times I've gotten messages from you guys from these kind of stores, and I always try to post it and say don't use my images and don't claim someone else's work is your work and things like that, because I feel like it's really unfair to the designer, because they really work hard to put out what they do, and then people just copy it and make it cheaper and try to sell it, and that's not fair. I do, however, get that a lot of people want some kind of a designer element to their outfits on their big day and things like that. My tip for that would be go and find great deals on sale, because I found unbelievable designer outfits on ridiculous discounts, you know, at actual designer stores or stores like Azan, Ensemble, and I mean, they have like 70% off and things like that, and they really become very cheap to buy. I would definitely say making a replica of someone's work is never going to be the same as that person's work, and it's always going to be a replica, so I don't think that's right. So to Tanya Kanpal and all the other stores out there that are making replicas, I will say not to buy, guys. Please don't support this. Support the industry and support the rightful designer. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and comment below with items that you want me to review next time. See you guys. Bye. Mwah.